We're gonna lower it. We're gonna fucking tune it. It.
Metaphor.
This sounds ridiculous. What's up, guys? So today we have a 2018 GSX-R1000r that is in, and we're actually going to. He's had a lot of Red Bull today. We are going to undergo a pretty decent transformation on this thing. So this bike, he wants to get set up as a roll bike, and right now it is stock wheelbase. We don't know if it has a flash on it or not. The client is unaware. We think it is based on some videos that he showed us about his mile an hour and stuff. We think that it's flash, but we don't really know. So he does. Is this a full system?
It is.
Okay. So he's got the full. Is that Yoshi Alpha? So he's got a full Yoshi Alpha series exhaust. Does he have a filter or no? Okay. We really don't know what's done to this bike, all right? So this is gonna be kind of a surprise to all of us as far as like what we find along the way. So some of the items that we're gonna be doing, we're gonna be lowering it, we're gonna be stretching it, we're gonna be doing an E85 tune on it, we're gonna be doing a brake delete on it, which, you know, a lot of the roll guys, what they like to do is they delete all the brakes except for one front brake. Let us know in the comments what you think about that. It's an interesting topic, and it's created a lot of heated debates, if you will. So let us know what you guys think in the comment section about that. But we're going to be doing a brake delete kit on it, and what else? We're doing some airbox mods. We're going to be doing an air filter. We have a Robinson first gear that we're going to be installing. Obviously, we have to change the chain, so we're going to do a chain and sprocket kit on it. We're going to change his gearing up a little bit. For the roll racing.
gear.
We are going to be doing a, I think it's a, no, 17, it's going to be a 1743 gear setup on a 520 chain and sprocket setup. And we're on this one, we're actually going to be running a DID chain, not the EK3D. We're going to be running a DID. We actually did a little bit of research, and this DID that we found is a pound lighter all in all compared to the EK3D. So I thought that was going to be a little interesting to throw into the mix. And I believe that's it. So we're gonna see, we're gonna get the weight. So that's another thing I thought would be kind of cool. This does have ABS. The GSX-R1000r model does come with ABS. So we're gonna delete the ABS system when we do all the brake delete. So we're gonna shave a little bit of weight, but we're also gonna stretch it. So we have some things that we're gonna be adding weight, and then some things that's gonna take away weight. So I thought it would just be really interesting just to see what, not way too much Red Bull. We thought it'd be really interesting to see what it's gonna weigh in at now. And then again, I know you guys kind of like that on some of the previous videos, how we did the weight comparisons like on the 14 and some of the other bikes where we compared the exhaust and stuff like that.
Well, let's say this, if I remember correctly, the R headlight housing is heavier than the regular.
Yes, it is. It for sure is. I don't remember the weights. I can't remember. But yes.
I just remember when I did the comparisons, there was a decent difference.
Yes, yeah, that's definitely heavier. I don't know if he wants to delete it. I don't know. We'll see. And so, yeah, there's definitely some things like the forks, the headlight housing that weigh more on the R model versus the regular 1000 model. But we are going to make do with what we have right now. We have an event coming up basically in a week that this customer wants us to get ready for, and the shop is completely packed. We are overfilled with bikes right now, so we got a lot going on. But anyway, that's going to be the goal for this video. So right now what we're going to do, we just have it up on the stands. We are going to drop it on the weight, on the scales. We're going to get a weight.
Metaphorically drop it.
Metaphorically, we're not going to like push it over. We're going to lower it onto the scales. And again, we'll get the base weight, and we'll go from there. So yeah, this will be fun. This is going to be really cool. We got a lot of crap to do in a very short amount of time. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Here we go. So we're at 427. 427 actually. 427 pounds that we're starting with. So again, as we go along with this video and as we take off some of this stuff, it's going to be a little bit difficult to weigh like some of the brake system because we have fluid, things like that. That's going to be a little bit difficult to actually weigh individually. So for the sake of this video and for the sake of our time, what we're gonna do is actually just weigh it at the end, and then we'll tell you guys again kind of what we changed. For the most part, on the weight reduction side, all we're really doing is we're gonna be doing the swing arm differences.
Swing arm, the ABS pump and hardline.
ABS, yeah, ABS line.
Front caliper, rear caliper, and rotors.
Yeah, and rotors. So for the sake of it, the big weight reduction is going to be basically all brake related, and that's about it. And then we're going to be adding weight, more or less, because we're going to be swapping the swing arms out. We have an extended swing arm that we're going to put on this, and a longer chain. So he does have aluminum sprockets on there already. It's already on a 520 kit. So again, we're gonna go with a longer 520 because it's stretched, and I believe, yeah, we still are gonna run aluminum sprockets. So really, it's just gonna be the length of the chain is gonna be longer, and the swing arm. That's gonna be kind of a toss-up, honestly, because these stock arms are, they do have some weight to it. And we'll do some little minor weight reductions to the bike as well while we're here. So I know the guy wants to race the bike, so
we're gonna strip it naked. Yeah,
we're gonna strip her down. So anyway, guys, follow along with the build. We're gonna get it on the lift, and the guys are gonna start stripping everything down and start moving on the bike. So here we go. We also wanted to throw this in as well. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and baseline the bike right now as it sits. Now we know it's been flashed and tuned, just kind of based on some of the clues that we've witnessed. And for you guys at home watching this, some signs to look for if you don't know if your bike's been flashed or not. Signs to look for are lowered fan temperature when your fans kick on, so the fan temp switch. If they kick on in like the 190s, like 197, 195 or lower, or even like 200 and lower, that's a good indication that the bike's been flashed at least. Another thing is that if your rev limiter's been increased, if the bike pulls basically like a freight train all the way to red line, and you don't have like dead spots up in the high RPM or the low RPM, that's another pretty good indication that the bike's been flashed and tuned already, or at least flashed already as well. So these are some of the things that we've noticed in like the videos that we saw, and the fans when they kick on. We've already kind of noticed these things with the bike. So more than likely the bike is flashed. So what we wanted to do, it is on a 520 kit like we stated earlier. We do know that he's got a full exhaust, and we're gonna run it real quick. So he is on pump gas. We know, let me make the disclaimer right now, we understand by the end of this video the bike's gonna be stretched. It's gonna be on a 520 kit still, but it's gonna be stretched, and it's also gonna be on E85. It's not really an apples to apples, but again, we just wanted to see what the bike is doing currently. We wanted to give you guys that, and at least so we have some kind of comparison at the end of the video to say, all right, this is how the bike came in, regardless of however it's sitting, and then this is how the bike is leaving, and which is going to be our final touches on it. So again, that's all we wanted to show you, is just kind of how it's sitting versus how it's going to leave. So there are going to be some comparisons to this, even though it's going to be on a different fuel. So with that being said, we're going to warm it up real quick, and then we'll do some pulls on it and see what she does. All right. So as you can clearly see, we are basically sitting right at the 174 mark, 76 foot-pounds, almost 77 foot-pounds of torque. Not bad at all, honestly. This is a really smooth grab, smooth curve. AFR is a little off, but I mean, again, not the end of the world. We're gonna be fixing all that anyway. It goes real rich right at the end of redline here. So at like 13.8 and on, we get really real rich. We're at 12.5, 12.3. 12.4 AFRs, even up here we're at 12.7. I mean, this is acceptable. It's just, again, it's on the rich side, a little rich, but not too bad. 10,000, so around 80, I would say probably 7,700. Yeah, probably around the 7,700 mark, all the way to like 10.3. We got a pretty very rich mixture as well. We're at 12.3. Then we're at 12.0. Yeah, that's real rich. 11.9. We're in. Oh wow. So we even dipped down into the 11s at 9,000 RPM, which is very rich. We have just an overly excessive rich mixture on that. At 10,000, we're at 12.2, 12.3, 12.2. Again, just very, very rich mixture. So it's going to make for like kind of a slouch and the hit here in mid-range. And then we're pretty lean down low. 14.5, 14.3s, 14.6s, 14.5, 14.4. So yeah, we're pretty lean on the lower end, and then we go pretty damn rich here, and then we're within a good range or so between 11 to 13, 13.5 even, and then it goes pretty rich again. So again, we just wanted to give you guys some kind of comparison near the at the end of this video, or next week I should say. So we have one more week until this event coming up, so we're really trying to push hard to get the bike done. We just wanted to give you guys a good comparison, or at least some kind of comparison as to what it's doing now versus what it's going to be doing when it's leaving here, with all the other changes that we're making. So again, just to recap, we are extending the bike. We're going to retain a 520 kit. We're not going to use this one, obviously. We have to use an extended chain. So we have that extended chain along with different sprockets that we're going to be utilizing. So we are extending it. We're going to be going on E85. We're going to be deleting the brakes. Leave us a comment down below. Tell us what you guys think about all of this, by the way. Tell us about the roll racing stuff. That's a lot of, it's really popular right now in Florida. A lot of these roll race guys, they do like half-mile. Some of them do a 9-10 still, but a lot of them are kind of reverting into like a half-mile style run now. But anyway, tell us down below. Leave a comment. Tell us what you think about it. Let us know what you think about running E85 versus like some other kind of race fuel. There are other options out there that we do tune on, but this particular guy, this customer, he wants to go on E85, which is another very popular choice down here in Florida. We have a lot of E85 stations, so a lot of people like to opt for that. So we're going to be tuning on that, and it's going to be all done through the ECU right now. But yeah, tell us down below what you guys think about the video so far. Next week, we are going to have this bike finished up by next week. So next week, you will get the final part. It'll be the part 2. This is part 1. We'll get part 2 done next week when we get this thing transformed. It'll look totally different. Hopefully it produces more power. We're actually hoping for like mid to upper 180s when it's all said and done. We don't know if we're gonna hit it. That's just kind of what we're hoping for. I would say probably anywhere on the low side 183, high side about 188. There are a couple of other little mods that we're gonna be doing to the bike, but again, so far, we don't know what's done to this bike yet. And I'm going to assume, since it already has a full exhaust and it has this chain and sprocket kit and it's been flashed and tuned, I'm going to assume it at least has an air filter in it. Again, as we go through the bike and as we pick it apart and everything, we'll show you guys, we'll see what we find, and then we'll go from there. So thank you for viewing, thank you for watching, thank you for the support. If you could, please leave us a like, a comment, and a subscription, or a follow, please. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week. This thing will be done, and look for the final numbers and everything, all right? It'll be really interesting. It'll be a lot of fun.
Also the YouTube shorts on FL2K.
Okay, that's right. So the event that's coming up next week is FL2K. It's a very, very big event down here in Florida. A lot of people come here from many states. They come down here to race. The Bradenton event is huge. The street racing part of it is huge. All of it is really, really big. So needless to say, we'll be making a lot of YouTube shorts. Well, we'll be videoing a lot. We're going to try to video a lot. We're going to try to remember this time. Last time I forgot. I missed a lot of video opportunities. So I'm going to try to remember to video a lot more, and we'll put a lot of YouTube shorts. Maybe we'll even make a YouTube video out of some of the stuff that we're doing. Hopefully that we can bring that to you guys, and so you guys can see that as well. And I think that's it.
If you guys are in Florida and watching this, and you guys see us out there, feel free to come up and say hi.
Yeah, say what's up to us. If you guys see us, we're going to be at Bradenton one of the days. We don't know which one yet. Friday or Saturday, we are going to be out there. We're going to be wearing our shirts. If you guys see us out and about, yeah, feel free to say hey to us and everything. Just come up and say hey. We're really friendly. I'm kind of an introvert, to be honest with you, so I'm kind of quiet most of the time. But I really am. You know that I am. I don't talk a lot. But needless to say, if you see us, we'll be out there. Come say hey to us. We're trying to get our H2 finished up. We have a shop bike, the H2. We're trying to get it wrapped up. We have a few little gremlins we're trying to get resolved. Hopefully, we'll be out there on our H2. And we got a 6th gen ZX-10 that'll be out there, and a 5th gen ZX-10 that'll be out there, and we also have another Gixxer that'll be out there that are all kind of representing the shop right now. And then probably a few other people, they might be rocking their shirts, who knows, we'll be out there. So, but needless to say what's up to us, say hey, we're friendly, we won't bite, it's cool. And but yeah, other than that guys, stay safe, and we'll see you on another episode, alright?